What's that guy that goes on a...
Hey guys, in this video we're checking out the Toy Shack on Fremont Street, just a few doors down from the Ultimate Cards and Collectibles I checked out last week. Let's see what these guys have going on. Now the Toy Shack is well known for being on the Pawn Stars. Johnny Jimenez, the owner, appraises a lot of toys from the Pawn Stars show. I haven't watched that show in years, so I'm not sure if he still does it or not, but if you recognize the name of the store or the location, that's probably where you recognize it from. Now, full disclosure, I am no toy expert, but we're going to check out some Star Wars figures. I'm going to throw out some prices to you guys. Star Trek, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, along with some expensive old school wrestling figures that if you guys can find at garage sales or flea markets, you need to pick up. Now, who is this big guy? Is this the guy from Halo? Is that the Halo Guardian? Well, Chris Cards knows a photo op when he sees one, and click. Perfect. Looks great. Now, I thought it was the Metroid guy for a second, but he doesn't have a gun for an arm like the Metroid guy. He's just got those two little pea shooters, so... Well, long story short, Metroid greater than Halo guy. Oh, and in case you were wondering, I do find some baseball cards, so stay tuned for that. You're going to want to see what I find here in the Toy Shack as far as baseball cards are concerned. You'll notice right away there's lots of die-cast in here. This is still the toy store, so they're going to have a lot of items priced to sell, priced to move. What if you want to get drunk and throw something off the top of the stratosphere? Well, come here and buy one of these 1/18th die-cast. That'll do the trick, and it won't set you back a whole lot of money. So not everything they sell is going to be museum quality or vintage. They still got to pay the bills.
Out of reach. Newer stuff down here. Makes sense. I got a bunch of this stuff.
I do have a bunch of these die-cast. Here's the picture to prove it. They're not worth a whole lot, probably $4 or $5 on a good day on eBay, perhaps during the holiday season. They are from the early 90s, I know that. I've had them for a long time. It is pretty disheartening when you store something for so long and then check eBay for the prices and realize it's virtually worthless. So now we are getting to the stuff in the glass cases. This is the interesting stuff at the Toy Shack. As you see, this is all set up. You see these old Matchbox cars, complete with matchboxes. Back in the day, that's how they came. That's how they got their name. These are from, I believe, the 60s. Some of these cars worth 50, 60 bucks. Perhaps a few more worth more than that. I looked up these tanks and trucks. They're not worth a whole lot. They're also from the 60s and 70s, so I thought they'd be worth a bit more, but... So this is the voiceover part of the video. In a couple of minutes, I basically just start a stream of consciousness, and I just start rambling on about what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing, what the prices are, and all that stuff. Basically my reaction to some of this stuff, some of the pricing. So I'll poke my head every now and then and mention anything important or interesting, but for instance, this Master Caster on that top shelf was a toy that Mattel came out with in 1979 where you could mold your own Formula One race cars. Unbelievable to think something like that would exist today. Kids would be dropping dead left and right, and Mattel would be sued into oblivion. But you would just get these molds, as you see right here, and make your own cars, and man, that must have been pretty awesome.
Dictionary prints, what the hell does that mean?
Anyway, moving on from the dictionary prints, we have some pins, we have some Beanie Babies, we've got sunglasses, we've got magnets, we got your usual gift shop fare in the middle of the store. Nothing worth a whole lot, just kind of knickknacks if you want to buy something, spend some money here. Wacky Wobblers, that's sort of Funko's take on the bobblehead. I guess they were tired of not getting any of that bobblehead money, so this is what they created. Really neat, very articulate, colorful, pretty cool little bobbleheads. I had no idea these existed, but then again, I don't give a whole lot of thought to bobbleheads, or where they came from, or who makes them. No idea. Anyway, here's Coochie Kobe. That's Louise's Nightlight from Bob's Burgers. We love that show here. Bunch of other knickknacks. Dragon Ball Z stuff, I believe this is. Some more wacky wobblers. More shelf filler, basically. Enough of that. Let's head back to the glass cases over here where all the cool stuff is. Check out some race cars and some old tin cars and some old robots. Most of these items have stickers on them, so this could be kind of fun. Check out those two cars in the upper left-hand corner. The plastic International cars. Those are $135 a pop. That boat is $330. That Jeep right there is $550. Wow.
We got $29 on the bus. $250 on the car. $330 there. $100 on these cars. $80 on that washing machine. I don't see a price on Dick Tracy. $75 for the cash register. $100 for the robot. Car looks like it was repainted. Got $470 on that G.I. Joe in the package. $50 on the telephone set. There's $40 on the Walkman, I guess.
That intercom telephone set from 1982 Hasbro has sold on eBay for about $25. So it's not too terribly overpriced. I see a lot of these miniatures here in these next few minutes, so I guess you get them and you paint them, or is that how that works? Howard sticker on that sand person, $2 and something cents. Don't think Howard's is around anymore.
I don't see any prices on those. $2.90 for the sand people. $2.30 for Chewbacca. This model kit, this snap kit, is $30.
You could find those on eBay all day long for between $5 and $10, so that's a little bit of a gap.
That C-3PO is $900. Looks like all the pricing is on the back. You can see the original KB Toy Store, $1.39.
No wonder they went out of business. They were selling $600 figures for $1.39.
See how much this Darth Vader is on the back. Darth Vader is $830. Why is Darth Vader worth... Why is C-3PO $900 and Darth Vader $830? I thought Darth would be more. Maybe you guys can explain that to me. Here's our Star Trek section. $115 for, looks like a dinged up box with a Klingon battlecruiser in it. There's Roddy Piper, Hot Rod. We got one wrestler up here with this stuff. Random. Had a few of those, $15. $130. $200 for the Klingon back there. $200 for Spock. $270 for Kirk in the box. Here's our wrestling. Here's our vintage wrestling. Hogan's got a $27 for his crotch. It's Mr. Magnificent Morocco. George the Animal Steel, he just recently passed. Corporal Kirshner. Greg the Hammer Valentine. There's the Barber, Beefcake. How much are these? I just don't have any pricing on them. Oh, they're all on the bottom. I can't see it. There's Coco Beware. $475 for Coco Beware. $190 for Captain Lou Albano. There's Brutus in the box. $375. Junkyard Dog. Oh man. Cowboy Bob Orton. $150. Nikolai Volkov. $190. You guys can probably read those. $235 for the body. Ventura. Governor Ventura. Here's the old rings down here. Well, if you guys are ever in Vegas, you need to check this out. Magic and Wand, $37. Harry Potter stuff. Definitely not vintage, but still collectible. These from actual shows, maybe?
So if you guys go out and about looking for hidden treasure, keep an eye for those figures, those Wrestling Superstars figures. Even loose out of the box, they're worth pretty good money. Could be one of those hidden items that might slip under somebody's radar and you might be able to pick up for a good price. They're made by LJN and obviously probably not going to be easy to find.
There it is, John Elway's quarterback.
Everybody from the Nintendo era praises Tech Mobile and looks back on it fondly. And I played it a few times. I did enjoy it, but I didn't have it. I had John Elway's quarterback, and I played the heck out of that game. So when I see that box And John Elway's toothy grin looking back at me, it brings back a lot of memories sitting in front of that gray box. I barely remember the Atari years. I remember playing Pac-Man and Missile Command and Centipede. That's about it. Asteroids. I was a little disappointed at the selection of Ghostbusters stuff. The Willow thing, pretty neat though. That was out of left field.
$30 for that. There's a signed Kane 170 from Alien. 170. Shaun of the Dead.
Not much in Turtle stuff either. It might be a matter of them just not being able to keep it in stock. Maybe they turn that stuff over pretty quick. I don't know.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
I can't see a Zoltar machine without thinking of big. Anyway, here's some Civil War stuff, little minis. More Pez dispensers, more cars. We got some Elvis plates right there. Nothing classes up the joint like some Elvis crockery. So we've got some more Matchbox cards over here. Here's Jeffrey Lebowski, the dude. Still looking for his rug to this day, I would assume. It did tie that room together.
No more Matchboxes. Now they're just in these little hanger packs. Some dolls over here for all you doll fans. Plenty of board games. Baseball.
My wife at this point is pacing around giving me looks, but I'm about 3/4 of the way through this store so far. I've shown you guys pretty much everything, so little ways to go. We might as well finish it off and let's see what these baseball cards are. She found them, by the way. She's the one that pointed them out, so I think she wanted me to discover them so we could leave.
Yeah.
Hi, you've been feeding me. You guys doing okay? Have any questions so far?
It's overwhelming.
Awesome. Well, I like to hear that.
Price to sell. 70 cents.
You do find a couple things you like, let us know. We'll hook you up on the price.
Okay. I did like the Big Lebowski on the other shelf over there.
Let me know. I'll hook you up on it. I think I got
Just what we just
got a couple of them in.
just what we need for our mantle place.
There you go.
Class up the joint.
You right. I always wanted that sweater.
Yeah.
That he wears. That shit is like
Yeah.
so comfortable. It just looks so good.
You can buy. I think you can buy the sweater. You can buy a cheap knockoff, or you can buy a.
Like 100.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
It's legit. It's an expensive sweater.
And
It's.
I'm bad, so I would have to.
Yeah.
I have to get that.
Oh, look at that baseball game. It's a trip down memory lane, that's for sure.
We like to hear that.
So we've got trains over here. Lots of trains. Models. Oh, here's more wrestling stuff. Oh, here's more baseball stuff, actually. Anyone score? What's this? It's a complete set for $20. 900 cards. Wow. Couple of them. There's a sports talk player. 26 bucks. Oh, what else we got down here? 91 Fleer, 90 Upper Deck. We saw that the other day for $5. They want 26. 1665 for that. 91 Donruss is 26. No, 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 no. Let's screw this stuff up. I think I'd buy the sports talk player before I bought any one of those boxes of cards. Look around the corner here at the wrestling figures. That's about the last of it. Got the ring up there. Eddie Guerrero, Kevin Nash, Rowdy, Kurt Angle. It's like a signed Chris Jericho. I think it's signed. Triple H putting the pedigree on somebody. That UFC figure. There's Kane. The newer ones. WWE era. There's Typhoon. Superfly. There's a Rocky one. That's cool. I got some of these on clearance a long time ago. Ronda Rousey. Alright guys, more Star Wars stuff. Thought it was over here already. This is all new. I think this is the last thing I'm going to see. Yeah, those baseball cards were way expensive. See those boxes down there? They were $5 a piece at that card show we went to last night. They're like $25 there. I think you're just guessing at the price. And who's gonna buy those? Look at the Walker. The gray Walker before the white Walker. C-3PO. Old new stock. Not incredibly collectible. They made so much of this stuff, but look at that thing up there. Woof.
The eBay listings for that aircraft carrier are ridiculous. There's one for 13 grand. There's one for 11 grand. There's one in pretty poor shape for 1,500. There's one that's just the box for 430. That's a hot item up there. Out of reach.
Alright, we came full circle.
Alright guys, that is it from the Toy Shack in Neonopolis in Fremont here in Vegas. Hope you guys enjoyed the store tour. A lot of cool stuff there. Don't think I would ever buy anything there, but certainly cool to check out. I'm sure there's a lot more economical ways to add to your collection. So thanks a lot for watching till the very end. If you did, I'm going to treat you with a version of Hotel California from this guy right here on the cello. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.